All right.
And we're back. And by we, I mean we have not only Master Dutaku, as always, but also Master Noodle has graced us with his presence.
Indeed, I'm here to watch the adventures with the many blue mages.
That's
which
right.
are not so many anymore.
As it's
Very
not
sad.
as much as it used to be, but they're still the majority. It's still 50% blue mages, to be fair. And speaking of, I did some level grinding off screen like I promised I would, and got us another useful tool. Darkspock. It just cuts people's levels in half. And given that every single damage formula in the game hinges on level as a primary component, this is really powerful. So...
Wait, did you say Dark Shock or Dark Spock?
Dark Spark. I was just kind of slurring my words a little bit. I believe in the original fan translation it was Dark Shock, but they had translated it as Dark Spark, probably for that, rhyming appeal. And that's not the only new tool I picked up, because I got the Death Sickle from the nearby Crescent Pirates. It's kind of an uncommon drop, I did have to work for this, but this is the strongest weapon a Berserker can have, by about, plus 10 attack over its options. And it has a 30% chance of inflicting instant death. Upon successful hitting, obviously. It's still an axe, so it still has an embarrassingly low accuracy stat. But with all this and some levels under our belt, I think we're actually ready to hit Ronka like the flaming sack of crap that we are.
Sorry I'm late, you guys.
Don't want to go too... You know what? Let's try Flamethrower. Maybe that's going to be our way past these guys. Oh, they made that animation silky smooth.
I was about to say, I remember in 14 when you get that, it literally is you, just breathing fire at them.
Yeah. I also bought a ton of scrolls. Because I could, and the dark... I forgot what they're called. Dark Fires, I think, which you can encounter on the islands north of Crescent. Drop a lot of money. Ooh, free elixir. I will definitely take you up on that. Honestly, I'm going to be very liberal because we have some options going spare right now.
That dude is spamming some offensive magic there.
Yeah, he is.
So very rude.
Oh, here we go.
By the way, Lena mastered Berserker. Yay, it's only a class that has 2 levels. Because all you can get from it are Equip Axes and Berserk. And that's literally it.
It's okay, though. Alright, Noodle. I'm going to put it in podcast. This is the one I was talking about.
Ah.
Those mage guys are the worst. Upside is we have a bit more HP to play with. And our Berserker is doing markedly more damage, so can't complain too much.
Now, that who's really the worst?
What's that?
Sausage mages. Those really are the worst.
I mean, that's true. Okay.
I make no apologies.
I mean, when you're right, you're right. See, I said it before and I'll say it again. When a Berserker misses its swing or gets a really low damage roll, it is such a joy kill. But when they hit at the top end of their damage spectrum, oh, the results are glorious.
It's like, honestly, I'd agree. I'd liken it to Focus Blast in Pokemon. It misses a lot more than it really feels like it should, but when it hits, mwah, it is beautiful.
That it is.
That sweet, sweet dopamine rush of the big numbers.
That's right. Now, the mistake I made last we were here, even though we were only here a short time, was there's invisible floors through here. And generally, only the Thief class can see those. but if you just put yourself into them, you can kind of feel your way through it. So it's just a matter of being a little experimentative. I say the Pixel Remaster just did such a good job with the spell effects.
Oh yeah, this is very clearly. A lot of it is very clearly higher. It's more advanced than Mode 7, but it's trying to ape that aesthetic.
I guess leads us to the treasure chest, which I'll take.
If only we had a
It's
Beastmaster.
like, if
then you
only
could
we had
get,
something, even just the confuse spell would be enough, but we don't have access to it.
Well, if you had a Beastmaster, you could get 1,000 needles from a Lamia. There's no other way to get it to do it.
Yeah.
And 1,000 needles right now is just...
That's good.
that
See,
damage.
So you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, and, protoplasmic space slugs that, attack the Enterprise. Noodle here is a Blue Mage Master. He actually has the 3 stars over his head with Blue Mage.
He does.
Yeah. That's really, really hard to get in 5 because there are some blue magics that are missable,
Yep.
which is the worst.
Didn't you clown on Shinryu? I don't know if you killed Omega, but I'm pretty sure you killed Shinryu.
I did kill Shinryu, yes. My GBA card of this game.
No, I would say that is an accomplishment. Those are very difficult boss encounters.
I was about to say, you need to ask the Demon Queen for a better computer so you could play the Pixel Remaster.
Or I could just get a better computer.
But it's funnier.
It's funnier if we make it sound like you have to beg her for everything. It's much, much funnier that way. I do not 100% remember my way through this dungeon. I'm navigating by really, really old memory.
That it hasn't... I was about to say, it hasn't failed us yet, but it has.
It has failed us repeatedly, don't give me that. It's one thing to play a challenge run of a game that you know well. It's another thing to do it on a 10-year-old memory.
That's it. You're doing
And that's why we didn't get the flail.
I missed the flail, but it wouldn't have done us any good. We actually could not have it, despite the fact that I made a really big deal about it, we couldn't even equip it.
It's really funny, though. You keep using Goblet Punch against the Lamias. It's like, there's domestic violence up in here.
Goblins are notorious for their domestic violence rates.
Oh, man, I thought it was supposed to be domestic violins.
A common misunderstanding. Yeah, the Lamias
Well, that's
on
what
themselves...
Chorus is for.
I mean, also that. I mean, the thing with the Lamias is I can get some blue magics off them, but as we've already lamented, we can't get them to cast any of them on us. So, yeah, we have to go without. I don't remember what this dude's deal is.
Well, you see, when you cut off one of his heads, it grows 2 more.
Try and see. Whoops, okay. It absorbs lightning, good to know. That's fine. Unless have Ferris attack them. If elements are out off the table, then we'll simply not rely on them.
I mean, I'd imagine that fire would be good against it, considering in the myth, that fire is how Heracles killed it.
Cauterizing, it's
Yeah.
Also, I replaced Ferris's ability to cast blue magic with the image ability, and that will help her be a good frontline warrior, being able to literally just nope out of the way of physical attacks.
Ah, yes, Kage Bunshin no Jutsu.
Let's not go down the obvious trap hole, because I'm not completely stupid. Just
Alright, Snake.
Ah! I don't know what you're talking about. All I see is this little, like, yellow danger noodle with a wig on.
Hey, Snack, it's me! You know, that's an idea. We need to have like a teen girl squad, April Fools, one of these days.
No, please don't cast the
just
same
just
throw
have
on
a
yourself.
cog, you know, cast, voice the entire thing, you know, using falsetto.
I bet he'd enjoy that. Okay, I know we're getting towards the end. I just don't remember all the final steps, but we're doing pretty good.
The only thing I really remember from this is that the boss at the end is really annoying. Not hard, but
He's annoying for different reasons, and we're almost there, as I recall. As a safety precaution, I'm going to save, because I am a spastic saver.
Yeah, I don't remember too much of how to get through this game. I just remember how to get all the blue magics.
The important stuff.
you know that.
I mean, yeah, it's...
Part of the reason I'm relying heavily on water scrolls is very, very little in this game absorbs water. Fire, lightning, and ice are much more likely to encounter, and yes, ice and water are two different things in this game.
Well, you know, the same as in Chrono Trigger.
Yep. Actually, no, in Chrono Trigger they were exactly the same. Ice and water were calculated as the same thing.
And yet they're like, the magical elements are fire, ice, lightning, water, and shadow.
I'm pretty sure lightning will be fine here. Toads usually don't appreciate being struck by lightning.
Don't you know what happens to a toad that gets struck by lightning?
Gee, I don't know.
No, that's a
Halle
reference.
Berry. I don't know, Halle Berry. What does happen?
Well, hold on. I'm going to have to look this up.
I'm pretty sure that reference is older than like 2/3 of our audience.
Probably. I think I'm going backwards. Wait, am I going backwards? What am I doing?
You know, and you know what's even funnier?
What's that?
Did you gents hear about the fact that, you know, even though Hugh Jackman was like, I'm retiring from being Wolverine, like, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, next year there's a new X-Men film, and guess who's going to be in it?
Well, if I got paid, you know, billions upon billions of dollars... Yeah, I'm going backwards. If I got paid that much money in order to play a character who literally just has the one personality trait, I'd do it too. Sorry guys, but I've never been that big on the X-Men. They're not that good, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh, people die!
You know what? I'm gonna try an experiment, since we discussed it. See if this works. Yeah, fire seems to work fine on them.
If this was Chrono Trigger, that would have attacked both people.
Yeah.
Something, something, something. If this is Chrono Trigger, then, you know... Oh no, we need to go back in time in order to save the prom!
Wait, no.
So if we do run into a Ghidra that does have a very rare blue magic, not necessarily one that you need to get, and it's a very rare spawn, so
Right.
I would definitely not try and farm for it, just need to flex my blue mage knowledge.
That's fair.
Oh, here I was running after the old people. There are way too many old people on this server.
Holy crap. I really wish we had better healing than we do.
Well, I mean, when do we get White Wind? Or do we have to
We have no means of getting White Wind until we get our 4th job.
I was about to say, is that going to be a thing in the next world? I forget.
No, we're actually really close to our 4th job, believe it or not.
Well, I know that. I'm just...
Oh, there's White Wind in the next world too.
Yeah. I don't think that's one you can miss permanently.
That's one of the best blue magic in terms of healing.
It's like the only healing blue magic, apart from like vampire, technically speaking. But
Yeah.
let's not get lost in the weeds on the details here.
Do you really want monsters to have like all these different types of ways to heal themselves? I mean, really.
I mean, no, but interest of fairness, I'd like an ability to heal myself that isn't relying on potions.
Old people fry. A very wise man once said that. I think his name was Colonel Sanders.
Father, that damned Clapperclaw blocks the path. Papa, silence, there is no time for chatter. That beast is the guardian of these ruins. You can change his weaknesses at will, which is not exactly how this works, but whatever. Make yourselves useful and defeat it. Alright, let's talk about Archaeoavis.
The great servant of Ronka! Scree!
So, the thing with this guy is, as I recall, he starts off with really, really high physical defense and really low magical defense, and then swaps them as the fight goes on. He has 5 phases, during which he changes his elemental affinity.
Wind, use wind. He's weak to wind in the first stage.
He only has 1600 health in each phase. He's not going to stay weak for long. But yes, there. We're probably in phase 2 now, by the way.
Yep. No, you if you notice, his shadow flickered. So this is a different version of him.
So yeah, he should be absorbing ice now.
So I'm going to use a lightning scroll. Yep, seems like we're getting along.
Now,
Vampire.
imagine, if you will, if you were a
Sustain.
tiny Ditaku and you're like, this guy seems to have a lot of HP. What's up with that? And then you look at the monster thing and you're like, why is there like 6 different Archaeoavises?
Because there are. Ah, he has physical evade. That's actually really interesting. Let's see what phase we're in at this point. Okay, yeah, we're in phase 3 now. So that's good. No harm in using this. I believe he only ever absorbs one element at a time. I don't think he can absorb them all at any point.
Yeah, and he can never absorb wind. So wind always will be something that is useful.
I was about to say, I think the only people that really can absorb wind are the crystal
Yeah.
certain mages.
Yeah, there are certain spellcasters who can, and a couple unique instances. It's not common at all.
Really need to get Lena dual wield.
I'm working on it. Though, Ferris is actually going to get it first. She's actually really close to mastering Ninja. Okay. 2. That probably has him in phase 4. I kind of lost track, to be honest.
Vampire with some people. You're getting some low health.
Yeah. I'm going to use some items to stock up here. I tend to be really hesitant in item use, and this variant run will break. Whoop! Okay, now it's time for his not undead form. Still going to be a little extra careful. Oh! Look at it, such energy. Shut up, King. True power of the crystals. So,
Dad, you're acting weird. You're acting really weird.
and now he only has 600 health left.
Here.
Don't care. Ah, crap. He has a really high magic defense now. No, I guess I kind of care. That is kind of a problem now.
Uh-oh.
Alright, alright. Fine, fine, fine. I'll stop being a cheap. Ah, that's super annoying, dude.
Oh no!
Thankfully, the upside to him doing that is vampires can do a lot of damage.
Guys, my guys, settle down, settle down.
Don't tell me that you need me.
No one's gonna get that.
It made me laugh. That's what matters.
Like
There we go.
Fleetwood Mac, we are going to come together through our anger.
That's what I was saving that shuriken for, by the way. It was for when he entered his not undead form. Yeah, you barely get anything for that except some drinks. But there is a reason they're suddenly showering us in random drinks. Good work. Very good work indeed.
Dad, you're acting really weird.
Like, weirder than usual. The Earth Crystal should be just ahead. Now, that annoyance out of our way, things are going to get a lot easier from here. Mother, Papa. This is bad. Something's got to be controlling him. you think?
After Final Fantasy IV,
Snack,
I mean-
stop. Don't even try it. Step aside. We're going to punch him in his stupid punchable face. Gonna commit some convenient regicide. Before you get like this, I can destroy you altogether. How convenient. It's my line. I stab you, bro. Yep, now we're getting another meteorite. Hey guys, I get to conveniently skip the dungeon. Name's Carl.
my name's Carl.
Lalafell just have really weirdly deep voices. It's not my fault. Grandpa, Neo Fangires!
No.
We're so glad you're okay.
Wow, we are having a lot of really esoteric references in this episode.
We are. Oh, wait a second. Children, those things that I have. Kryl, you're Kryl.
You're Carl.
I mean, both would be wrong. Honestly, like, even the fan translation of Kara was still really weird, but the name Kururu doesn't really roll off the tongue. Oh, where Squeenix pulled Kryl out of, I will literally never know.
Probably the same orifice that they pulled, the plot of Final Fantasy X, 13, 14-1.
1410, yeah.
Need I continue?
Grandpa, I miss you so much. Also, you gotta do something about those Neofangires eventually.
We'll let, Tenno take care of it.
Don't worry, it was a little strike of thunder. He should be okay. He was wearing plate mail. He's gonna conduct that 100%. Where am I? Lena, Sarisa, is that you? Even though I literally have not seen you in like 10 years, I suddenly
I was about to
just know
say,
who
not
you
since
are.
you were like a little girl, yeah.
It really is you, Sarisa. I can't believe it. You're alive. Papa. Sorry, I was sailing and I was like, well, we gotta get bait for these crabs somehow, so we just dangled you out by your ankle. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
And then your mom was like, where is Sarisa? And I'm like, uh-oh.
Funny story. You're not gonna believe what happened. She
At
was
which
all
point-
like, you're right, I don't believe it.
And then at which point the pirates, picked up the crab, trap, and they're like, "Arr, this be a very strange looking crab."
Remember that forest that we were drawing attention to earlier? Well, they're drawing a lot of attention to it now.
Oh no, Fern Gully was real.
I would be totally down for X-Death being voiced by Tim Curry.
It's a very weirdly sexual, big, scary man.
X-Death! God, it's good to see you again. Mwah. I'm a black mage that gets to wear plate armor. You're not the only ones who get to min-max, losers.
It's funny in Dissidia, he actually has a really deep voice. It's really creepy.
Crystals, obey my magic. Give me your power and smite these vermin. Think we're gonna sit back and let you do whatever you want? Yes, that's exactly what I think, as a matter of fact.
Oh. Fair enough.
Snack! Crystals have been destroyed. Your world will be next, Galuf. Father, Papa. Cerisa, Lena, Snack, you and the warriors from another world. I fear your work is still unfinished. You must not allow the world to disappear. Sorry, there's just too many living parents in a JRPG, and I need to balance the score a little bit. Light of Earth, come forth and reclaim your essence from me. Now, we all just got thrown on our faces. This plan isn't working very well.
I know how we'll defeat him. Okay, guys, hear me out. What we do is we split the world into different pieces.
Brilliant. The crystal must be saved.
That way, the scary bird lady won't be able to destroy the world.
That checks out.
Still,
It's unnecessarily complicated, people.
you know, I mean, I agree. I'm still unsure exactly how splitting the world was supposed to stop Meteon from, destroying everything, but shrug.
Something ether is just whatever the plot needs it to be at that moment. You can't die, Cerisa, forgive me. I wasn't much of a father. No, you really weren't.
I didn't even catch any,
I didn't
crab.
even catch any crabs. After all that. Stay together, be strong for one another. But they're pretty strong. They are physical attackers for this party, so...
Yeah,
take care of them as I cannot. Oh, I get both of them. I can do.
There's two.
There's two of them. Don't leave us. That's a Lone-Star Runner reference, everyone.
Like 2 of 2 billion. So who's going to be the chemist?
Oh, our boy Galuf, actually. Yep, Sneck is going to retain the ways of blue. Resting within the shard, warrior spirit, samurai, dragoon, dancer, chemist. Yes, Clockwork was given the earth crystal, and he gave me the chemist class. What's going on? It's the ruins, they're falling. Gotta get out of here, everyone to the airship.
It's okay, guys. We got the power of God and anime on our side now.
Lena, come on! The upside is Chemist is going to help a great deal with some of the shortcomings this party has suffered up till now. In fact, Chemist is widely regarded as the most busted class in the game if you know what you're doing with it.
I was about to say, in Bravely Default 1, it was so busted that in Bravely 2nd, it didn't come back. Because it was too good.
Bumpy ride. That was the last time we ever saw Ronka in a Final Fantasy game.
The Serpent of Ronka, will remember this, Sneck.
That's a little yellow danger noodle like me. Then, Father, he's gone, isn't he? Yeah, I don't think Muslim will walk that off. Galuf, something wrong? Yeah, we gotta get moving. Now, what's going on? It's all coming back to me. I remember everything. Exdeath is an evil warlock from my world. 30 years ago, he came here to destroy this world's crystals. I and 3 others, the Dawn Warriors, sealed him away with the power of the crystals. Everything was fine for 30 years. We thought it was all over. Something ominous was happening to the crystals. Once we figured it out, we took the meteors and came back here. But I was too late. Not only has Exdeath been set free, he's been returned to the world. Is that because we used so much of the crystal's power? No, we were the ones who left Exdeath on this world in the first place. We should have dragged him back to our world when we had the chance.
See, it was my understanding that they split the worlds in two in order to seal Exdeath away.
I, again, have not played in like 10 years. I'm sure we'll cover that. You guys are really going back. Yep, gotta seal Exdeath away again. Krau's meteorite should still have some juice left. Probably only enough for one more trip, though. Snack, Lena, Ferris, thank you so much for everything. I miss you guys. What kind of nonsense is that? We're going with you. Can't allow it. This is the last meteorite. If you went to our world, you'd never be able to come back here. Can't we just build another? Farewell!
That's not how this works.
Goodbye!
We have literally only shared 3 words.
Grandpa,
Pretty sure-
Neo fingers!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of them was, I'm sorry I struck your dad with a thunderbolt.
No, they don't fly the meteorite or anything. It's literally a teleporter device. Anyway. Now we need to go get some advice from people who are smarter than us. Which is not hard to find in this world. Chiefly because Bartz is very, very dumb. Snick, yeah? We've been talking. You know they're fighting Exdeath in that other world? We gotta avenge Papa. Yes, what's more, Galuf, he's one of us. Snack, we knew you'd get it. Let's go then, to the other world. How do we do that? Meteorites don't have enough power to warp us anywhere. Meteorites we're talking about, Sid probably knows something. Let us seek out the omnidisciplinarian scientist.
Well, you know, when you have the meteors and the ether and, you know, the ethereal currents and, you know, icons and, you know, Allegan...
Ether is literally just what the plot needs at the time.
Ancient technology. On the moon.
Thought they were still here.
I miss this type of aesthetic from early Final Fantasies.
Like,
Every
weird
Final
ancient-
Fantasy after 6. Every Final Fantasy after 6 is trash.
It's a note from Sid. Adamantite. Final Fantasy 9 is good. Shut up. Adamantite. But there were the airship renovations is dangerous. Gone to put it back. Hope nothing's happened to them. They're entering the Adamantite. That means... Sorry we didn't come rescue you right away. We had to take a nap in your beds. Specifically, only those ones would do.
I mean, we could go all the way back to Icery or Link.
Licks, yeah. Also, Crescent's Inn is only like 10 GP, so it's like... I'm just gonna go ahead and save for no reason.
The Legend of Relda, a Links to the Past.
Okay. What's the Black Chocobo doing here? Golly, I wonder. Sid, Mid, what are you guys? Snack, stay back, it's dangerous. Huge wave of power to start flowing from the Adamantite. We just thought to put it back where it came from. Hold on. Well, now you just went and made it mad, so good going. Jumping jolly boats. Ugh, Squeenix really had a field day with their licenses, huh? 4 years absorbing the energy from the Adamantite. Say, do you think the meteorite could be recharging? If so, it might mean we could travel to Galus World. We haven't explained any of this to Sid and Mid. It's a good idea as any. What are you on about? You know, blah 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 and whatever.
And then they just stood there, just nodding at each other for like a whole hour.
That's your plan. The piece of Adamantite seems too small. It doesn't seem to have the power to fully recharge a meteorite and get you back. But the energy from all 4 meteorites can be combined. Maybe you'd have to warp to Galus World.
Maybe that was what was going on with those two Mikote that you saw the other day there,
Oh,
Professor.
they were, doing the Makote mind meld, yes.
Yes, they were mind melding. And they were like, oh, that's what happened to you. Your third grade was so terrible.
So, the next meteorite that fell was the one near Warris, so that's where we're heading next. Oh yeah, the Windrake has literally just been chilling here this entire time.
I'm sure they'll come back for me any second now.
Anytime now. Wait here, leave it to us. That's a bad idea. You remember how the Adamantite was protected by the Adamantoise? Well, it turns out the meteorites also have monsters guarding them. Wait. They're supposed to be... Oh, there it is! Sid, mid, look out! So...
This was the mom bomb.
No, this is, Paraboros. Oh yeah, neat fact. They are completely elementally neutral. They do not absorb or are weak against any type of magic or ability in the game. Honestly, that kind of means Lina's going to be a liability, because, well, they can cast Revive on each other. You want to kill them as close to each other as possible, and also not let them go into the danger zone, because, well, they do this, and they can also self-destruct, which is equally terrible. Thanks, Lina.
No problem, good buddy.
If I didn't have a Berserker, I could have killed them cleanly, and none of this would be happening right now.
Well, Ditaku's got to make it challenging for us all.
I could have had Mystic Knight. I could have had Red Mage. I could have had any other class under the sun, but I get Berserker.
Have you ever actually seriously used a Berserker, though?
No.
Well, there you go.
Okay, I need all of you losers to die at the same time. Just please stop. Holy crap, dude. I could use Magic Hammer, but multiplicative math dictates I'd have to use it about 8 or 9 times for that to happen.
Could you use Flute?
That only gets cast on us. I cannot cast it on them.
How about Pawn's Chorus?
Let's give it a try. I bet it's not going to work, but yeah. They likely have the heavy tag. Thanks, Lina. You are such a huge contribution to this team. I just have to brute force it. I don't think I have any other options at this point. Or I can, kill Lina. Someone at Square was laughing his head off when he designed this boss fight. Yeah, let's take a moment and size up our situation. Yeah, that's what I thought. Told me everything I already knew. Let's keep throwing water scrolls at it.
I do find it hilarious that, killing one of your own teammates was considered as one of the more viable options.
I think the only upside is they don't have much MP. So they, because when they revive, they don't restore MP, they only restore HP. So if they keep casting a Rise, you eventually... Oh, good, now they're going to do this. So this could be a wipe. But yes, killing Lina was something that I have to seriously contemplate.
Just the not enough MP stage.
Like, I think that could be the title of this video. It's like, killing Lina is a viable strategy. Okay, I think they're finally put out now. Good job, Lina. You finally did something right this battle.
I won, Lina said.
And all you get is a potion, because screw you. I hate that fight so much. Let's hit to the next meteorite.
So your health is low. Do you have any potions or food?
I never have enough potions, but I should actually stop over in Licks real quick.
Try to get your oxygen supply even higher.
Now you're just mixing up really old late 90s, early 2000s video games.
That's kind of what we do around here. The meteorite
that
boss trio is really hard because you're also down Galuf, which means we don't get our chemist until we get Galuf back. And
Where's that old guy? You guys didn't kill the old guy, did you?
no, he just went home to the retirement home. I'm assuming his
I think
planet
it
is
went
just
home
one
to
big
the
retirement
farm.
home.
You bought the farm?
What? No. Why are you trying to kill off our friend?
In their defense, you were just trying to kill off your friend too, so...
I was just gonna give her a little bonk on the head and she'll take a nap and everything would be better. But no, we just had to brute force the boss fight, and thankfully self-destruct didn't trigger, because that could have been really bad for us. Thankfully, for the rest of the meteors... Thankfully, the other meteors are not going to be as frustrating, because I actually have viable strategies for contending with them. The Paraboros was, gosh, I sure hope I can do this before the Berserker ruins it for us, and then the Berserker ruined it for us. Zook, some monsters made its lair in there. You kids can get rid of it. Yeah.
Wow, Sid, that sure is very mid of you. Ah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Good. Is Titan time. So, remember how I said I gave Ferris Image? That's for good reason. It's very good reason, in fact. Okay, 2,500. Alright, I can work with that.
I am the god of the kobolds. That's nice.
Should be at about 1,100. That should take me down to about 700. I'm just kind of trying to carefully plot my course here, because he has a nasty trick up his sleeves. Next hit ought to kill him. Okay, Ferris is fine. As long as Ferris can survive, it's literally all that matters at this point. There it goes. We actually weathered that really well. Last time I came here, that was a lot closer, but then again, I probably had a crappier party, because that was my first try to 4-job Fiesta, and the random number generator was not on my side.
So what you're saying is that I am kinder than RNGesus is.
Yeah, but I had Monk, Mystic Knight, Dancer, and Bard. So, yeah, I was hurting for healing even more than I am right now. That's the next meteorite. Okay, so thankfully that one was not as painful as it could have been. Since I'm here anyway, we're just gonna stay at the end.
And yet you're going to be like, I heard you talking so mean to me.
You saw what the Paraboros did.
Yeah, I did. And I also saw that Lena won that battle for you.
Oh yeah, won that battle in the sense that she was the one who prolonged it and coincidentally got the last hit.
Yeah. Sounds like a win to me.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Back on our feet. Last meteor time.
What the professor isn't telling you is that he's mating Warrior as his tank in Final Fantasy XIV. Which is Berserker.
Berserker that you can actually control. That's like arguing that Pirate in Bravely Default is exactly the same as Berserker in 5.
I mean, it kind of is. I mean, honestly, Pirate is like what Berserker should have been anyway.
Yeah, no, you are correct on that point.
So, Professor, when are you going to do a 4-job fiesta of Bravely
No.
Default?
They're taking rather long time, don't you think? Better go check on them. Whoops, just made breakfast all over that part of the audio. Help us.
Whoa, he made breakfast right over the audio.
Coffee, eggs, bacon! That's also a Homestar Runner reference. Okay, this guy's also annoying, but honestly not as annoying as some of the other options thus far have been.
I think I killed this guy in Dragon's Dogma.
Do a quick scan.
Holy cow. Yeah, there's Lena. She's just casually doing 700 attack to them.
1800. Okay. I wasn't sure if it...
Lena-based weakness.
Holy crap.
Oh, did it inflict sap on you?
Yeah, I think it did.
Oh no, that's Stop blowing bubbles at me.
Probably need to use... Good freaking grief. He's so fast. I should have started with Magic Hammer is what I should have done. Wait, death works on that thing? It's not considered heavy? Okay, there's a tag in 5 called Heavy, and if you have it, basically no status ailments work and instant death doesn't work. So whatever that thing was, it was not tagged Heavy, and the 30% chance after an 85% accuracy rating actually kicked in.
You know, I want to know. Hey, Noodle, could you run the probability for that for me? Because I'm not good with math.
A 30% chance after the 80%.
It has an 85% accuracy rate, because all axes have a less than 100% accuracy rate. Then it has a... I don't remember if it's pure 1 in 3 or just 30 flat % chance. I think it's technically 1 in 3.
Well, if it's 1 in 3, then it's essentially a 1 in 4 chance. Then.
You alright?
Or a 1
Here
in...
now.
Oh.
Good.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, if it's, then that's, pretty much a 25% chance.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Lena is both the hero and the villain of the hour. That was close. It's all for meteorites. Look at the map. Golly, I wonder what they're trying to tell us.
In the middle, by the waterfall.
See where the energies of all 4 meteorites intersect? That's the warp point. Get over there. I mean, I know Chimera was really close to being dead, but the fact that Death still tripped... And I think that was the first time that effect has taken a hold this entire time. Since I've gotten the Death Axe. Or Scythe, technically, but it's in the Axe family. It's the same thing. Anyway, we're gonna heal at the city of Toul. Or the town of Toul, I should say. It's not really a city. The world of Final Fantasy V does not seem to have a big enough population for massive cities.
Welcome to the free, municipality of Toul. We don't call ourselves a city, in order to avoid taxes.
There's only like 4 major kingdoms in this world, and everything else is like small autonomous towns.
In this world, yes.
Alright.
Or, what about the other world?
I think there's even fewer civilizations there.
Well, that's because,
Light is
X-Tab.
fading. Yeah. That's all the power that's left in the meteorites. No turning back now. Guys sure about this? Might end up being a one-way trip. No coming home. Doesn't matter. This is more important. Aye, we're in this till the bitter end. Alright, let's go.
Paris, are you still going to talk like a pirate?
Yar. I suppose this is goodbye to our world. Farewell, Chancellor. Buck up, mateys. I know you can handle the looting and pillaging without me. Yeah, you really ought to stop that. Be good while I'm gone, Boko. Don't get into too much trouble. Quay.
And with that, the royal Tycoon family disappeared from the land, and Tycoon was declared a republic. And a long and long civil war.
I love democracy.
And then it became an empire under the Chancellor.
All thanks to the vote of Jar Jar Binks the Moogle.
We said Eddie Taco. We should give emergency powers to the Chancellor.
This is Gallif's World.
I will say it again. I was there when episode 1 was in theaters. I honestly had no dog in the entire Jar Jar's what made Star Wars bad. I mean, I didn't like the Ewoks, but, they didn't ruin the movie for me. I didn't like Jar Jar Binks, but, I didn't hate him either.
Yeah.
No.
No, something I've been wondering about. It was way back when we were on the North Mountain. Why'd you risk your life to save that Drake? That was like 15 game hours ago. Do you remember Mother? Yeah, aye, a little. Whenever I see Hiryu, I'm reminded of her. How do you mean? Blah, I'm a generic spoopy monster! Look out!
It's Humbaba!
Ah, crap. Lena Ferris!
Deal you too, fat boy!
Like to see you try, loser!
Once again, the party is perfect. All blue mages.
100% blue mages.
Nearly dead, but perfect.
That's what I have Vampire for! Walk the razor's edge and do tons of damage! Also, I have a shield, so you just get stuffed with all that. Heh, nice.
Nice. Achoo!
Sorry, Abductor. You have to get up pretty early to pull one over on a blue mage. Oh, free treasure. Neat. Gas! I can't feel my legs.
I guess he did get up pretty early.
Yeah, no, he did. if you lose that fight, it's not a game over condition. The same thing happens either way, but I wanted to kind of style all over him and show what a solo blue mage can do. Where are we? Ah, we're in one of those co-ed prisons like Seiken Densetsu 3. Welcome to my castle. Like how X-Death theme starts with a slasher chord. X-Death. Lord X-Death, Gallop and his cohorts made it to the big bridge. Fortuitous timing. Prepare the giant mirror. Yes, my lord. Perhaps I should thank you. You're about to become quite useful to me. Snack, look up in the sky. A bird. No, wait, it's our reflections! Yeah, we get your pop culture references, Squeenix. Well done. Grandpa, look! Neo Fangires! Snack, Lena, and Ferris! What in blazes is going on?
You gotta stop it with that.
Gotta deal with the Neo Fangires eventually, Grandpa. Funny enough, Realist Hero steals this. Stand down, Gallop. One more step and they die. And he has no way of actually backing up that threat. Hell's bells, everybody fall back.
Wow, Gallif, I didn't know you liked AC/DC that much.
Gilgamesh. Sir, watch them. See they don't try anything. X-Death, you! Oof.
Gilgamesh, Even though you are the goofiest of my 4 heavenly kings, you are one of my lieutenants.
I'm borrowing your Windrake. Snake and others need my help. Release the Windrake, sir.
We paid for that sprite. By Jove, we're gonna use it. Grandpa, hope you kill the Neofang guys.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, when they were mentioned that it was a big bridge, they weren't.
They were
lying.
not underestimating. It is a big bridge. Thanks, boy. Go back to Cryo, okay?